Fighting Fantasy, The Warlock of Firetop Mountain is an interactive game book. Now, if you don't know what that is, and hey, I didn't either until I got into this game and did a little bit of poking around on the internet, it's basically a choose-your-own-adventure novel mixed with tabletop role-playing game fighting mechanics. It's a very interesting mix. So, pretty much the entire time you're playing this game, you're looking at this book sitting on a table. And I was worried I wouldn't be able to get into this at first, but the moon and the stars aligned just right, and when I fired up this game, I was just in the mood to play something different and interesting, so I really got absorbed into this title. You read the first little page that sets up the story. You're an adventurer. You're in this town at the foot of Firetop Mountain. You're talking to the locals, and they're saying the few people that actually make it back, they're all screwed up, and it's a bad place to be, man. But we hear this warlock's got treasure in this mountain, and being the intrepid adventurer that I am, I set off for Firetop Mountain. And once you actually start playing the game, you interact with it like a choose-your-own-adventure novel. So you read a page of text, and you're faced with 2 or more choices at the bottom of the page. Now, when you're faced with a specific challenge or obstacle or enter a fight, there's a luck-based system, or you can use dice. I never used the dice because I clicked with the luck-based system where there'll be basically a wheel sitting on a table and you roll a stone, and if it lands on the green area, you succeed and you make the corresponding choice for success. And how many little areas are green versus how many are red is determined by your luck stat. So, at the beginning of the game, you have a random character creation process where they lay down a couple of tarot cards, and that determines your skill, luck, and stamina, I believe. And you pick a potion. You have a choice of between 3 different potions that you can carry with you, and let your character load out. And then you dive into the game with this random character. And as you encounter trolls and monsters, there's luck-based fighting mechanics, and it's very tabletop role-playing game. So if you're into Dungeons and Dragons, I think this game will click for you. If you read fantasy novels or ever have, I think this will click with you. And if you're willing to try something that's just a little bit different, it should be noted that this is a PlayStation Minis title, so it will work on your PlayStation 3 or your PSP. Something that I always think is very cool. It's $4.99 on the PSN. I think that is an absolute steal for how much fun I had. So if this game looks appealing to you, I say get it, because I had a lot of fun going through this. And on my next playthrough, I'm probably gonna have a ball mapping out all of Firetop Mountain.